Hey everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. How is everybody doing on this rainy Thursday? I almost forgot what day it was. Uh, on this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. So, how was your weekend, Asia?
My weekend was great. I had a nice time celebrating my birthday still, Aquarius season and love season. How was your weekend, birthday girl?
My weekend was good too. I celebrated my birthday on Saturday.
What did you do?
I went to Santa Barbara. We took the train
Hmm.
back out there, and then we went wine tasting, ate bars. It's really you doing that in one day. You really need 2 days, so we figured that out. But it's so much fun. I would recommend that highly. 10 out of 10 to everybody.
10
Then
out of 10.
yeah, 10 out of 10. Then, but I don't think that you will get to still do everything you want to do in those time frames because we left at
Mm,
7 o'clock in the morning. It's about a 3 hour train, right? So we got there at 10 o'clock. Then
okay.
our train left at 7 p.m. So just think from 10 to like 6:30, you are there. So about 8 hours, and it really ain't enough time because you honestly have so much you could do in that little bit of time. So we did that on Saturday, and then on Tuesday, my actual birthday, we went to a comedy club, which is it was fun. The comedians all there were fun, and the drinks were good. I didn't know I was tipsy until the next morning when I couldn't go to
That's
work.
always a blast.
Right. So that was that. So but
Well,
it's still
happy
Aquarius
birthday.
season. Look, I'm like it's still Aquarius season. So happy Aquarius season and happy Black History Month. So that's And thank you for all everybody that tunes in every week. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure I really need that. Um, and we'll get right into it because we got a lot to talk about this week. So like I said, happy pre-Valentine's Day. And actually, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but today is actually Black Love Day. It started in 1993. So it's actually Black Love Day.
Okay.
So happy Black Love Day,
Happy
everybody.
Black Love Day.
hmm Um, thank you. Thank you. So I'll get right into everything. First of all, we have good news for Wendy Williams. Hey, Lady A. Excuse me, y'all, if I start coughing. And me trying to be grown, I had on a big jacket. I don't understand how I got sick the day. Like, I had to have got sick on my birthday.
Your
But,
chest was open.
yeah, when I took off my jacket, me taking off that jacket, Jesus. So, we have good news for Wendy Williams. She finally signed, well, she's getting ready to sign legal documents to end her guardianship. So kudos out to everybody that did that. I don't like that TMZ is trying to make it seem like they was the ones that
Me
really did it
either.
because
It
it
was
was a
not
lot of
clean.
people that did that. It wasn't that documentary that y'all dropped on Tubi, even though I'm still watching. But I don't think it was that documentary that did it because first of all, she called into the Breakfast Club about 3 times, and Charlamagne had been talking to her. Tasha K had been
Tasha K raised money.
yeah, Tasha K raised money for attorney and everything. So it's been more the other girl on the Breakfast Club. Oh, I'm so mad I cannot think of her name, but the girl that was taking that
Yes, place.
yeah, that was in for Jess Place, and they still been having her there. She did a lot too, because she even went to go visit Wendy Williams, and they wouldn't let her up. And Wendy
Oh
was even,
wow.
yeah, she went there, and Wendy Williams was waiting, talking to her on the phone, and was like, and she was like, "I'm here." She was like, "I see you. Oh, you got
Did
your
you notice
Chanel
that she
purse."
did her interview with Harvey? She was in the window talking from upstairs. You could see her through the window.
And that's how it
Like the
was with
camera.
her. And she was telling
Damn.
like, "Oh, I'm so happy you here. I like what you got on." When she got to the front desk, they told her Wendy Williams ain't there. They don't know what she's talking about. And she was like, "I'm on the phone with her right now." They would not let her up or nothing. And then also Meek Mill said that he lived in that same apartment complex. So whatever that is something. Because he said he would be wondering why he would just see Wendy Williams down here, like, but he didn't know what was going on.
So she's not in the facility and she didn't even
She
know that.
is
She
in
just
the facility, but I don't know what kind. Maybe that floor is just the facility. It
That
must
sounds
be other stuff
fishy.
because she just thinks she said it's a luxury jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm happy that she will be signing legal documents. It took that free Wendy because if y'all listen to her talk now, she sounds way better than she did a year ago. I
They
honestly
stopped
feel,
drugging her.
yep, I feel like that's exactly what they were doing. So I can't wait to see Wendy Williams back out. Like I'm really happy for her. Our next topic, all y'all that got the Disney Plus and the Disney Channel that's paying for these streaming services, Disney and PBS, which I think PBS is still free. They have scrapped their DEI programs after being pressured from investors following Trump's orders. So they got pressured into getting rid of their DEI programs. So all you guys that's have Disney Plus and the Disney Channel, y'all need to get rid of them too. It's like y'all got to show them better than you could tell them. So no, hold on, you guys. Let me mute it. Let me 1 second, everybody. I didn't know that anyone was gonna come in, but everybody that has come here, so you can take your medicine and go home. Talk real fast, Asia. Talk about the Disney Plus. What do you think people should do?
So what Rose is trying to say is that for all of the companies and organizations that are not supporting DEI, we're not going to support them anymore. I don't know. Well, I'll talk about the HR perspective while she's not here. If you think about it, the reality is a lot of these organizations don't really support us. But to be comfortable enough to come out and say it, that's a whole new level of disrespect. DEI is not just for Black people, it's for mothers, it's for people that are handicapped that need to work and need different accommodations. It's more than just minorities, it's for any group that needs help, has been discriminated against or anything like that. So if you are watching and you are not melanated, it still impacts you. And you need to think about that. Y'all already voted wrong once. Don't turn around and support these companies and vote wrong twice. You can go ahead and stop watching it. That don't mean you can't watch your DVDs. That don't mean you can't watch it for free. All of those things, but anything that's going to push streaming money into their pockets, unfortunately going to Disney, buying Disney products, any of those things, we have to stop doing it. If we don't learn to boycotting today is as effective as marching back then was, right? That's how we send a message. We have to hit their pockets. So even if it's just canceling it for 90 days, we see what it was like when Facebook went down for a day. Zimmerman, he almost lost his damn mind. Zuckerberg, he almost lost his damn mind because that was money he was losing every 5 seconds. So that's what we're saying. Don't support them motherfuckers because they don't support us. How about that?
Yeah, we can't do it. Yeah, Amir says hi to all y'all too. Look, I'm like, Amir says hi. So hopefully y'all.
Wait, you skipped
Yeah.
Alondra's real quick. Go back to Alondra's. It came in while
Alondra
you.
said, yeah, Disney is my most expensive app too. Poor August can't watch his Spider-Man friends. Alondra, I mean, he can watch it on YouTube or something. They be having a
Mhm.
lot of that stuff be on YouTube too. It don't just be on those apps because your godson finds all that stuff on
Mhm.
YouTube. So you don't just have to watch it on there. I wouldn't support them because they feel just like I honestly know how you feel with these kids and they stuff. But if we keep on letting them do this to us, they just gonna keep on doing it. Like we have to
Mhm.
stop. Random Amtrak also
Oh
are
my
you
God.
serious? Random Amtrak also rid of their DEI policy as well. And that's crazy because on Saturday, I'm gonna put up the videos. I've just been so late putting up my pictures and videos. The oh Lord, my mind. The men that drive the train. Not is that the conductor?
Mhm.
He was black. He was black.
Well, to be fair, I did hear something, not to be fair, but to call something out. I heard earlier today, actually, somebody was saying, like, of the content creators, they're like, we're really afraid because social media took off in such a way that they kind of circumnavigated school, really stopped caring in high school, didn't do anything to further their education, which we know is just picking up a book, right? You don't need a degree, but pick up a
Right.
damn book. So a lot of them are saying now, like, the bottom line came to, so basically we're screwed because we don't have any formal education. So if you put these two people down on paper, the ones that have the degrees, have the experience and all of that, they're going to start beating us out for positions, and rightfully so. So
That's how it
DEI,
be
it
anyway.
did need to be fine tuned. It should have been that way anyway.
And I have a video later
No, I
to show
agree.
where DEI actually came from.
Mhm.
Mm.
But to be fair, y'all, let's just keep it a buck. This is our year to sit it out. Because when I tell you from behind the scenes doing affirmative action reports, I'm so sorry. We were one or two of those positions. How many times have y'all heard me say I was the only one in HR since I've been 27? That's crazy. You want to know why? Because it's anybody that's considered a minority. That could be a vet, it could be a handicapped person. And sorry, but 80% of them was Mexican. They was not us. So sit this one out. We fought so that other people could reap the benefits. Now, guess what though? We're the most educated because it still didn't
Yep.
stop us. We didn't use that as a crutch. So we good. Sit this one out, y'all. It ain't our fight.
And
Mm.
I have been seeing that they said Target apologized, but I haven't seen it. And also they start selling their stuff on TikTok shop, like brands that they sell at Target, they start selling it on TikTok shop. And I went to go look at the stuff, and it actually is the stuff that's in Target. It's their
They
brand.
not sorry.
They trying to get sneaky and go around ways to do it. Oh, let me put it on TikTok shop because they gonna do this. So they not sorry. And I had put my cousin had sent it to me, and I forgot to put it up on here, but I still could do it later. Now JC Penney's has Black History items, sweaters, t-shirts, and stuff. So if y'all want anything for Black History, if you can't find
Stop right there. Go and check and see where they donate their money. Because a lot of these places sit there and have Black History shit, and that money don't. What schools are you funding? Are you giving back to the community? Are you doing? Let's take it a little bit step further and just look, because they've always made money off of us. What are you doing with that money? That's what we want to know. Because y'all lying.
I'll look into that. So
Mhm.
Alondra says I saw the Target ad. You saw the Target ad saying that
Oh,
they were sorry, Alondra. Let us know. Is
didn't
that
see it
what you said?
either.
You seen it? Because I sure ain't seen it. You know our looks. Next topic that I want to talk about is America's Got Talent. Let me just read it to y'all, and then Ash is going to tell you. So, according to the Daily Mail, hundreds of LA fire victims have to evacuate the Pasadena Convention Center and find a home after authorities informed them that the building will be used for multiple upcoming events, including America's Got Talent taping. When the fires originally broke out, thousands of people flocked to them for shelter. Now, a little over a month later, there are approximately 200 people left at the shelter, still waiting to find their footing after devastating fires. Well, those 200 people have to find somewhere else to go because they're getting kicked out of the shelter. So the convention center can prepare for their upcoming Hollywood events, including the taping of America's Got Talent and the 56th NAACP awards. Victims at the shelter are reportedly furious that they have to move because of these events scheduled, claiming that it feels like Hollywood has forgotten about them now that the news cycle has moved on. There has been lots of irritation and frustration. Fire victims Jasmine Moore told Daily Mail, people have been confused. They don't know what to do. It's very distressing. To say we need this spot for something to do with television is not okay. It's not important to have these events here at this moment. I don't need celebrities here right now. The spokesman for the city of Pasadena claims that the shelter was only meant to be temporary and they were actively looking for somewhere for the homeless victims to go. The intent of the emergency evacuation shelter is short term, and a month target date was always the goal for the transition plan. Pasadena city spokesman said, we never just shut the doors to these residents who have gone through so much. This has nothing to do with AGT, as the welfare and recovery of the shelter client is paramount. And we have confidence in Red Cross in LA County that they will fulfill their mission to support the remaining residents. So, how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel that they are wrong to kick these 200 people that are left there out? Even though they said they did think it was only going to be a month long, but For me, I feel like they were scandalous, and then I'm gonna let Asia say on her part. To me, I feel like it was scandalous because how could y'all just give a date when y'all see that most of these people, if fire insurance was taken away from them and all the stuff like that. So how can you pick up the pieces in 1 month? And then some people still had to still pay mortgages. So where do y'all expect them to go? Y'all, they got to still pay mortgage on some of their houses, and then like, what are they supposed to do? Tell me in the chat if y'all feel like they are wrong for putting these people out to do shows and award shows and taping the shows. And then Asia is going to tell you her side, what she thinks.
Tell it now, or you want to read the
Oh,
comments?
well, it's only one
Okay.
comment, but y'all can still put in the comments how y'all feel, if y'all feel that they are wrong, yes or no. Alondra said, are they helping them find other housing? No, they just said that Red Cross in LA County supposed to do it. They was only posted, they saying that it was only supposed to be there temporarily for a month anyway. So I don't know who's supposed to be helping them. Okay,
Mhm.
Asia.
So does it not feel good? It doesn't feel good. I want you guys to think about something. If you owned a home and you gave up your home for a month that you owe a mortgage on and said, I'm going to give this to you because I know you're going through something and this is what I can donate. And then the next month, now you need your home back because you promised that to somebody else. Would you, as a homeowner, want somebody to tell you, continue to let these people stay here for free and I really don't care what other contracts you have? Think about it on that level. It's very unfortunate, but that convention center is not responsible. We need to be direct. We're misdirecting anger. That anger needs to be for why hasn't there been really any help for California? Where is the help supposed to come from? At the height of it is very unfortunate, but they need to separate the people that just didn't elect to have renters insurance and those are renters insurance for the renters, right? Then for the homeowners, those that had adequate time to have the fire insurance, but just didn't get it. Because if you don't elect to have coverage for your car, you get liability only. Does that mean because you're upset and you lost your car, they're going to fix your car? They're not going to fix it because you elected to have liability. It becomes business and it's really unfortunate. But shouldn't our main question be, why doesn't the government have anything set up? We pay these people to sit there and think about evacuation plans, safety plans, all of these things. So any event something happens, it's supposed to be there, right? That's why we pay tax money. Why isn't there a plan there? When it's immediately happened, you knew it was going to be more than a month for the majority of these people. And these are only the ones that don't have insurance or anything like that. In addition to people that were already homeless, they're coupled into that 200 number. They weren't even supposed to be a part of it. And people that are creating scams, right? Because that's who's getting these Airbnb certificates. The question should be, why didn't you guys immediately start thinking of a plan to help these people or to tell them this is what you need to do? Because the ultimate responsibility is on the person that occupied that home, not the government. It's unfortunate, but it's reality.
Some of the people, but then to you, I know you saying some people didn't have insurance, but some of the people couldn't even afford the insurance no more because it had gotten so high. The
And I
fire
think that
insurance.
those people are the ones should be helped. That's why I said separate, if you just didn't elect to have it, because I can't make you have it. But if you could
Mm-hmm.
afford it and you had adequate time and you just didn't get it, I'm sorry, but the people at the top should be that single mom that was living paycheck to paycheck as a renter and really did not have money for renter's insurance at the
Right.
top for me. The homeowner that is your house is paid off, but you're an elder on a fixed income and you really were shopping around and you just couldn't afford fire insurance and you had it for 30 years because we saw some of those, right? At the top for me. The ones, if Asia didn't have renter's insurance with my income and I'm just being irresponsible, I'm sorry, go live with your sister because you elected not to have this. I need to help the people that truly, no matter what, would have needed this help. You have to separate. But above all, I can't keep telling the convention center that, yes, you set up these contracts years ago, and this is how you're going to make your money so you can keep your lights on, but throw away your money because I need to do this with your building. They didn't have to offer it to begin with. Where are the churches? Why can't the churches put them up? Why can't, I mean, where's your family? Because some of these people is doing this because they want to and not because they have to as well. They're being told if you stay there longer, you'll get more money. No, you won't. You're you won't. You lost everything. You're gonna get money. You'll be fine. but they
Yeah,
don't want to go stay
yeah.
somewhere
Most
else.
people would not want to stay in those a place, a building with 200 of those people in there
Other
using
people,
no max. So we'll see how this
it's
pans out.
sad.
We'll see if the government steps in, the state of California, Red Cross, FEMA, we'll see what goes on with that. But Alondra said I feel it's wrong. I don't like it either. But when she explained that to me, I kind of accepted it a little more. But I still felt like, well, some people couldn't afford it, so we'll just
Right.
go on to the next one. So our next topic.
Wait, real fast. We
No,
need to
okay.
make sure that everybody that's supposed to have renter's insurance, at the very least, y'all better have renter's insurance. It is so inexpensive when you add it on to any other insurance that you have. It's not even more than $300 a year. So you better have it, because this should be a huge wake up call for everybody. If you just overlooked it, go get it. There we go.
Sophia said, "Oh, people watching, please like, share." Thank you, sister.
Absolutely. That's what
If you
keeps it in
haven't,
the algorithm.
right. If you haven't already, by the way, immigrants are eligible to receive all the benefits.
People are so upset about that.
Where, well, now I ain't gonna start today. Where citizens are scrutinized and to jump through hoops. Lots of places requires renter insurance now. Yeah, a lot of
They
places
do.
do, but these are homes. Okay, this is where it gets kind of tricky at, because some places, like, we have to have renters insurance even though it's a homeowner here, but
Correct.
that homeowner got to have homeowner
Homeowners
insurance.
insurance.
So
Correct.
it's like a catch 22 for it, because
Why?
most of the people up there, I think, was homeowners. I don't
But
really
why
think
is
it
it a
was,
catch-22? What do you mean? Let me help you.
because even if they did, that's two forms of insurance that you have,
Correct.
and they said that they can't do nothing. So you have renter. So I think it's easier for you to get renter insurance
It
than.
is. That's why I called that one out. I can't tell you
Mhm.
about homeowners insurance
But it's
as it
because
relates to
renter
a fire or earthquake. They're
insurance,
expensive. So
it's
I
like 10
can't
15
say.
dollars 10 $15.
Right. But renters, notice you're not hearing any renters say that they're having problems. The renters are good. Now, again, if you were irresponsible and you didn't have it, why should my tax dollars pay for that? When I got in my fire, I didn't even do a damn GoFundMe, because that wasn't for y'all to have. That was for me. I'm grown. I need to, and it's so inexpensive and it covers so much. They're good. It's the homeowners and maybe that person that couldn't afford, because inexpensive to me, right? It is a mother living paycheck to paycheck, and maybe she can't afford it. So I would love to help that mother or father.
Where is Edison? Because they are saying that they started the fire.
I can't talk on that as an Edison employee. I can't talk
We've
on that.
been saying that though.
If you
We've
would like
been
to call
saying
me Alondra,
it. Where
I
is good
actually
old
cannot.
Edison? Where is
Yes,
Edison? They
have
already said
y'all
they
been
have.
seeing the things though? I've been seeing in you know how the things pop up for class actions and all of that stuff. I have been seeing those pop up. So if you know anybody that they need to start looking for that. No problem, Alondra. It's okay. They have been popping up. So go Google it immediately. And if
Okay.
your little cat lost his leash, make sure you put that on there. Make sure you put everything on there. Your Q-tips, everything.
Okay, so next on the list, we're gonna talk about. I can't play it because I might get in no strike. We're gonna talk about the halftime performance really fast. I know everybody watched the halftime performance. Well, they watched Super Bowls, and shout out to the Eagles for winning. I think everybody just wanted the Eagles to win, so the Chiefs didn't win again, because the Chiefs was just, come on. I like the halftime performance. And I was like, I don't know if I'm being biased because I'm from California or what it was. I was like, I feel like it was a nice performance. I'm not saying that it's a top tier performance, because I have seen Super Bowl performances that were better than that. But to me, how people trying to drag him saying that it was boring and all that, it was not boring to me. And he had so many messages in that. That's
That's what
why
it
he
was to me.
said what he said in the beginning.
I think it was perfect. Number one is Black History Month. Number two, when you
Yes.
ask him to come as a performer, you know what his music is like. It includes a message. So what made people think it was going to be something different? What did you think he was going to have strippers, twerking? That's not what
Yeah,
he
that's what they
does.
That's what they wanted. And then to find out that he had the number one most watched halftime. They put in 133.5 million. Who was before him that had 133.4 million was Michael Jackson. But I say that they should not even include Michael Jackson in that because he did that in 1993. So that 133.4 million really is like 900 million to me in our time.
That part.
Because yeah, you had to literally be watching the Super Bowl at that time for you to get that views. These
Right.
are coming from streaming. If you watched it later on YouTube and all that, this is coming like that. So Michael Jackson, it shouldn't even say that he topped Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, that's in the league of his own.
Nobody's gonna top Michael.
Yeah, for him to pull that in 1993. But Kendrick, for him to do that, like he did something right. He did something right. But I enjoyed it. I love that Serena came out there, and I hate that they trying to say that she did that and she got a husband. Like it's bigger than that. She was good. I think she said she got fined when she did the crip walk.
She did.
Yeah, she got fined for doing that dance, and that's why she had on the tennis skirt doing it at the Super Bowl. Like y'all are missing everything about the whole thing. Like it's bigger, and like he said, that's why I said game over. Like I don't even think he gonna even mention Drake's name again. Like at the end of the day, Drake take that L. Like I still love Drake, but he actually
it wasn't about Drake though.
It wasn't about Drake, and that's what everybody keep on saying. Like Drake made it possible. No, he didn't. Like Kendrick had the best week of his life. He won 5 Grammys one Sunday, and literally 7 days later he played at the Super Bowl. It can't get no better than that. Like game over. Like he said, game over, and he did what he was supposed to do, and that's it. In West Coast, we up 1,000,000 points.
We are. I loved it. People really showed their ignorance by not getting it.
Yes.
Like that was even I don't even listen to all his music like that. And I caught almost every single thing just knowing about Black history, just knowing about where he came from. I don't see how it went over so many people's head. And that was the perfect time to it. What did they say? Something would not be televised. The revolution would not be He did it right in the middle of everything. That's the best place to send out a message. And how did it go over Black people's head? Because you're so small that you wanted to make it against this person, against this person. I would have never said something bad about a Black person.
Also, the people that were saying it was boring was people that just became Kendrick Lamar fans for that beef. All of us being Kendrick Lamar fans. Like Sanaya said, Drake needs to apologize. He ain't gonna apologize. Have y'all seen what he's been doing at his he's on tour in Australia right now. He's coming out with shots like he's been shot up, saying shots fired, and he's still living.
Like every time you do something like that, don't nobody say nothing. But y'all thought this man was supposed to go to Super Bowl after one of his songs that is played everywhere is Love, and he's not supposed to include it at all. That's absolutely insane. It ain't no way. But that was at the end.
And then that's what probably made him even more mad. First of all, last Sunday, he had all the Grammys singing it. Everybody at the Grammys. So all your peers is singing it at the Grammys. And then the next Sunday, the whole world.
Right.
Drake, take that L. Like, we still love you. You got to quit being corny at this point, though. Like,
I don't love a pedophile.
I'm just saying I enjoy Drake's music. His last couple of albums I have not liked, but I've always been a Drake fan. I can't say, I've never been a Drake fan because I was out there copying the Drake lyrics for my captions and everything. So I won't even say that I never liked Drake. I did love Drake. I just don't like the stuff that he's doing now. Like, take that L and move on. You should have tried to battle somebody else and not a lyricist. You shouldn't have tried. You should have tried to do somebody else.
And you are you're a part of the colonizers. You're not Black, you're Canadian.
Trying to say
on your behavior.
A minor.
Period.
I was just so happy. I'm so happy for him. So it's like
now it's over.
And that's why I said in West Coast we
again. Because our last West Coast performance was amazing. I loved it as well.
I think y'all think that they're gonna continue letting Black people do the halftime, or they're gonna have to switch it up? Because the last 5 years it's been Black people.
It's next time they're gonna have to switch it up. But here's the
Black
thing.
History Month. It's Black History.
That part. And I think whoever they switch it up with is still gonna bring out somebody Black. I just think
I hate that they keep on saying about Wayne would have had the crowd more hype. First of all, y'all keep on saying that, but even if Kendrick Lamar wasn't there, Wayne was not getting picked to do halftime. Now, I will say that if the Hot Boys and all of them would have came out, it would have been cracking. But Lil Wayne did not even get picked. That's not the first time a performer has done halftime in New Orleans. Beyonce did it a couple of years ago, and y'all didn't have no smoke for Beyonce. Y'all wasn't talking about Wayne should have did it. It was disrespectful. What was all y'all energy for Beyonce then?
And
Why is
I
y'all
love Lil Wayne, but I don't think that he could have, I don't think
he
that
would have to
he's
bring
a
other
good
people like the Hot
performer
Boys?
right now. We
Yeah.
would have loved his music because it's party music, good memories, all of those things. But I think at this moment in time, life is much bigger than just partying all the damn time. We need to take our opportunities to make a stand. And I think that was the perfect look at everything we're going through right now. I think it was perfect. I think that it's appreciated. And I appreciate him being brave enough to do that because anything could have happened, right? I think it's I
It was
think it was the
perfect. It
perfect
was
time.
perfect, and it wasn't time for Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne don't even remember all his words to
He
his own
don't.
stuff. Like he
It's
would
been
have
very
had to
bad.
bring out other people. And I honestly think that Lil Wayne, that Kendrick probably would have brought Lil Wayne out before he started having all his temper tantrums and all that too. Like, boy, go sit down now. If
That's
I go to New Orleans and
crazy.
y'all have a hot boy festival or something, believe me, I'm there for that because I
Right.
love them. But right,
And they say girls is catty, but look at these y'all grown men behaving. Listen, black people, come here, let me tell you something. I don't care if we don't like each other. We are family. We keep that in house. When we get something monumental like this, if you don't like it, don't say nothing. You know how you see an ugly baby and that baby ugly, you say, oh, look at their hair or oh, they so precious. I don't care if you would have turned around and said, I like their shoes. We should have supported him no matter what. I would have done it if it was Drake, Lil Wayne, anybody. I would have done it because I'm not going to keep bashing us in front of everybody when there's no real reason to. We don't stick together for shit. And
no,
this
we
made it
don't.
look so bad. We joined the damn white people. And it was 90-year-old white ladies coming on TikTok, men, everything, and saying, oh, it didn't go over my head. I remember and I was there. I marched
Bro,
in. I did this then. Y'all should feel horrible that white people were saying that. We saw grandmas crip walking and everything else. And here we are making it between two men when we should have taken the opportunity to repost the message over again or say what you're going to do to move it forward, right? And instead we fought. What kind of dumb shit? I
that's just how we
cannot
are. We
believe.
gotta do better.
We
Okay,
have to.
Juanita said they have Jay-Z in a position of power, um, influence in the NFL, so there's a possibility. Yeah, with him doing it, but I'm like who they gonna have Taylor Swift? And I like Taylor Swift. I felt bad that they
I
moved her.
do.
I'm
They're
like, it ain't
making
her
us
fault that
not
they
like her.
yeah, it's not her fault that they put the camera on
No,
her. China said Wayne is not the performer he used to be, and he's not.
no.
He gets temper tantrums and everything. Will go out,
Can't
smoke
remember.
breaks, start extra late. Okay, let me finish the whole thing. Wayne is not the performer that he used to be. We saw him at Wheezy Fest and he was out of breath and stood in one spot. Wow.
No.
The crowd was hyped because it was the Hot Boys. What I say? What did I say? It was the Hot Boys,
Okay.
not because it as a Wayne performance. That's just what I said, China. He would have had to bring the Hot Boys. I just said that. He would have literally had to bring the Hot Boys out there because we would have wanted to see that. It's not the same no more. It's not the same. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how Cash Money and Young Money was in their feelings. All of them was in their feelings about that. Like he was not going to be picked anyways. So y'all would have been mad regardless. Y'all just mad because it was somebody from the West Coast. Like I just feel like that's
Why
what they
do
were
they
mad
hate
about.
on the West Coast so much?
Yeah, yeah. And then I'm telling you, like when we go down to New Orleans and all that, or down south, they do not play West Coast music. They don't give the West
No.
Coast love like how West Coast give all the coast love, and we play all everybody's stuff. They do
Yep.
not do that for the West Coast.
Nope.
I swear to God, who they gonna play when we go somewhere? Snoop Dogg, and then or if they now they'll play
Tupac. That's it.
Tuba or they'll play YGs.
Right.
A little bit of YG, but they
They're
don't give
so
us
mean to
love
us.
like we do. The only time I seen the West Coast get love in New Orleans, like when I did it, is when Biz Markie was the DJ. He played he played everybody. But come on, next year we'll see if you get picked next year, Little Wayne, and you probably won't. So then, what you gonna be mad about? Okay, so moving on. Y'all remember Luigi? That's the one that bang bang the CEO.
Okay.
I was just remember I was saying what happened to him. We hadn't heard anything about him. So he has received over $320,000 in donations from supporters to help cover his legal expenses. According to the People, the December 4th legal committee, which organized a fundraiser on Give, Send, Go. Because remember, you can on GoFundMe, you can't set up GoFundMe's for people with backgrounds like that. So that's the other one they do. Give, Send, Go for his defense. Confirmed they reached out to his legal team. Although the initial fundraising goal was 250, the campaign has gathered 324,000 as Tuesday morning. So that lets you know right there how the people really feel if he didn't raise that much money for I feel bad. The only people I do feel bad for, I swear, is the family, like his kids and his
Absolutely.
wife, because I know it got to be a slap in the face for them. Like, dang, they raising money for the man that unalived our father or my husband. But it's like, y'all got to understand why people are doing this.
I have
Okay.
an opinion. Okay. So, okay. You know how some of us are related to people that throw up signs, and we happen to know people that are gang members or, sell things that they shouldn't sell. So when something happens to them, we don't jump in front of the camera and say they was saved when they was 5. Listen, some shit comes with the territory. If you have a faulty person or husband and they doing wrong with this society right now, that their days could be numbered. From my understanding, he did very not good things and he did not do what he was supposed to. So sometimes you got to chunk some shit up. Like, no, it's not right. Yes, I miss my loved one, but hell, even I just have to like accept a little bit that he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So I wish he would have done something different so this wouldn't have happened like that. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. I got a feeling that he ain't gonna. I don't know. Let's just see how this
He
story.
ain't getting off. So
He not
I don't.
getting off, but you never know nowadays. I swear to God, I don't put nothing past him that they'll say that he's gonna do time in jail and he be out somewhere else, and they just telling us. I just don't
People have
believe
gotten
it.
off. People have gotten off for worse, so it could happen.
Yeah, so I just he has a reason. We don't know why he's saying he did it, but they
Right.
probably say it's premeditated because you had to know X, Y, and Z. But we'll see what happens. Make sure everybody that's watching like, share, and subscribe. Okay, this is the next one I'm gonna get into. A Colorado teacher is sentenced to only 4 years in prison for SAing a 16-year-old special needs student. Special needs student. And she also encouraged him to bring a bang bang to school to bang bang her colleague. So 28-year-old special education professional in Colorado was sentenced to 4 years in prison for essaying a 16-year-old student and encouraged him to bring a bang bang to school and bang bang a fellow teacher. She pled guilty to felony charges, including essay on a child by one in a position of trust. According to Law and Crime, during the sentencing, the victim's mother described the emotional damage caused by this teacher's betrayal, saying she had trusted the teacher and never imagined that she would exploit her son. The teacher has been employed at Brady High School from 2015 to 2023 and developed an inappropriate relationship with the student, which staff noticed late in 2023 after inappropriate writing was found in the class. Investigators discovered evidence of multiple um, encounters, because I can't say that word, extensive digital communication and text messages in which the teacher urged the victim to bring a bang bang to their meetings, even directing him to bang bang a colleague in the leg. The teacher expressed remorse during the sentencing, apologizing to the victim and his family. Upon release, she would be required to register as a sex offender for life and follow strict probation condition. How y'all feel about that one though? Like us, but now I'm feeling like if the two student was text messaging all day, they'll be saying, I don't think he was that disabled, but you still was wrong. You still was wrong.
The teacher was wrong, right?
Yeah, the teacher was
Oh
wrong,
my.
not the boy. I'm saying I don't think now that I'm reading it out loud to myself, like if he's texting and doing all that, he wasn't that disabled. When I first read it, I'm thinking like really, really handicapped, like a person like that. But if they texting each other and you telling him to bring a bang bang to school, he ain't that disabled. Maybe he just like they be having
Delayed.
exactly. But she's still scandalous, and she should get more than 4 years. She should never. I just don't understand the law now. I don't understand it.
So what exactly did she get in trouble for? Because what's the 4 years for? The bang bang, the messing with the young kids,
Messing with
the
him, having that is essay.
so she didn't get any time for him bringing the bang bang to for the other teacher?
Maybe that was put into the little 4 years that she got. That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't have got just 4 years. She should have got more than that.
Maybe the
Yeah,
judge didn't hear all of it.
that's what I was saying. This disability comes in many
Yeah.
forms. That's what I was saying. When I first read it, I'm thinking about like, really. But after I read it out loud, I was like, yeah, he like Asia said, delayed. Because ain't no way you text in and you telling a severe disabled person to bring a bang bang to school into bang bang your fellow teacher. So we don't even got to see what's gonna go on with that, but she wrong. Like these teachers is, I don't understand these teachers, but at least these teachers are getting held accountable because a lot of times women teachers are not getting held accountable the same as men teachers that's doing these things. A lot of times the women
4 years
teachers
is a
almost get
slap
away
in the
with it.
face, though.
Huh?
4 years is a slap in the face,
Yeah,
though.
I would have been mad. I would have been mad too if I was the mother. I would have been very mad. Okay, so because I got so much and I'm trying to hurry up, I'm gonna get into this story. I don't know if you guys have seen it, and we'll go from there.
I lost the one who made me a mother. I lost a 2-year-old. I'm dying inside. It hurt. I feel like my heart is breaking. And I have 2 more kids to live for.
It's been a long journey for Tatiana Williams with an even tougher battle ahead. She spent the last 3 months living in a van with her children.
And I regret having to sleep out there so bad. I tell them I'm sorry, but I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me.
1 a.m. on Monday morning, they parked at the Hollywood Greektown Casino parking garage in below freezing temps. Overnight, the car ran out of gas, and the next day, her 9-year-old son was not breathing.
I tried to give him CPR, and I was just giving him CPR. I just kept saying, Fetty, don't leave me. Don't leave me, please.
Now because I just need to play the daddy part too. Hold on. This is the daddy because everybody wanted to know where was the daddy at? Where was the daddy at? Here's the daddy.
Darnell Curry Sr. wiped away tears while talking with me about his children, Darnell Jr. and Amelia, and the distressing phone call he says he took from their mother, Tatiana Williams, on Monday.
I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, can I make it to the hospital right now? They gone. I was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't.
According to Detroit police, 9-year-old Darnell Jr. and 2-year-old Amelia died while sleeping in a vehicle at the Hollywood Casino at Greektown parking garage. Investigators say the cause appears to be hypothermia, a tragedy stemming from homelessness.
I tried. I asked for help. I asked everybody, even people out of state. But I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me. You know, people just didn't like too many kids at their house.
I spoke with the children's mother Tuesday evening. She told me she's been living in her vehicle for 3 months, along with her 4 kids, her mother, and 2 teenage siblings. She says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I done kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to?
No, she did not. All she said was, can I get them? Can I get them just to get them? And can I get them because y'all homeless? That's 2 different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
Say, that's what I saw, about 3 months, but she ain't never said nothing to me. Nothing. So all them other sob stories. They can cut all that. No, she did not.
Curry, who lives in Novi, says Williams never specified why she wanted to drop their kids off to him.
She just asked, can I get them for a couple of days? But I told her I'm working and all that, and I'm out here. We're not close to each other, so I couldn't. But she knows all my family is right around the corner from her.
Did she reach out to any of your family?
No, she did not. And she knows she could have, like we always used to do.
He says the last time he held his children was a month or two ago, and that they typically FaceTime, moments he will miss.
And there's a, police investigation into this. What is it you would like to see come of this? Obviously, nothing's going to bring back your 9-year-old and your 2-year-old.
Don't even matter to me. Can't get them back, so it's whatever.
Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
First of all, I don't want to get bleeped out. He a BAN. A BAN. So read it between the lines what a BAN is. Because why do she have to tell you that she's homeless? Why do she have to tell you if she's telling you to get it? It's a difference between telling me that she want me to get them. Why you can't get them though? Why can't you just get them? I'm pretty sure. And then he was saying he had just only had seen his kids a month before. Then he hadn't seen them in a month. And then she could have reached out to his family. Like, why does she have to do all of that? He needs to go to jail too. He made me so mad because I feel like fathers get away with it. I would have just dropped him off at that house. What you gonna do? Let him stay outside? What were you gonna do? Just make him stay outside? He was better off not saying nothing at all. He was better off not saying nothing at all. Because that was you was on the treadmill when she called. But you said that you was at work. And you couldn't get him. So now you got time to go get on a treadmill and all that. He needs to go to jail too because it's his fault too. But let me just stop talking before I get blocked. How do you guys feel about it in the comments? He's a BAN for real. Like, that's somebody that the mother should have been able not to. She should have got rid of him. His mama should have got rid of him. I just don't understand stuff like that. And then me and my best friend was talking about it earlier. I was like, and then just think, because they was like, oh, she shouldn't have kept having kids. She couldn't have kids. Now look at the laws now. So even if you wanted to terminate a pregnancy, these men out here are telling you that you can't do it if you fall in no hard times. But that's why I also say that it's too much stuff on the market now. It's too much stuff. So like a man, I don't know how she had a 9 and a 2-year-old from him. I'll let y'all talk in the comments because it's beyond me at this point. Let me read some of the comments. He made me so mad. It's making me mad again. OMG. Why don't he know she was homeless? He did though. He lying. I cannot believe that she would not just be like, you just said you knew that she was staying in a hotel. Ain't that homeless? That's not homeless being homeless. His whole demeanor said he didn't care. He's pissed off so bad. Yeah, he didn't care. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. Okay, Asia, you concerned. He needs to go to jail.
Did y'all hear him say basically all that sobbing and sympathy pulling crap? She needs to cut it out. This is a reason why I don't listen to certain stuff. Ro prepared me because she know how I am.
I told you how mad I was.
I want to cry.
Because it's like you don't even he needs to go to jail.
I don't understand. It's a couple of things I don't understand. So y'all know how I feel about my niece and nephew. You can't even tell me they didn't come out of me. But even my stepsons, like, y'all, it's nobody that's ever called me and said that they needed help with kids. Like, that's my sweet spot. Truth be told, that's why I don't have a lot of money. I should have been repaid. Because if people call me and they hungry, they need money for their rent, for their kids, stuff like that, that's my sweet spot. Like, kids, like, I really don't understand how he just got on camera and said like such bad things about the mother of your children, but I really don't understand how it didn't make him look bad. So you haven't went to pick up your kids because how do you not know Your family
He hadn't
haven't
even
picked up the kids. Like
he hadn't even
somebody
seen
couldn't
them.
take some of them. And I understand what she's saying. She not lying when she like people don't want to take people in with a lot of kids. We know that's true, but you couldn't just help her. Like I don't. I personally, I swear to God, some of y'all know how I feel about my husband's first baby mama. I can't fucking stand her guts. I don't. I don't respect her as a woman. I don't respect her as a mother. I don't like anything about her. However, I don't care if she called me directly at 1 a.m. and asked me for something for his son and the well-being of his son. I would get up and go and do it. I would provide it. I would help. I'm not one of those women that don't want my husband or boyfriends or anything not to take care of their kids. You at so you can afford to go to the gym
Right.
and they let him give that interview and you have the nerve to talk. How come so much is put on the woman?
Oh
She had
no,
to figure it
yeah.
all out herself, but he could boastfully say he at the gym while your kids is going without. Like that's crazy to me.
And then the mayor of that city said that she did reach out to shelter saying that she was homeless back in November and they said they didn't have any vacancies. So they said, but she did not reach out to them again. She probably felt hopeless, like it was nothing that she could do. So she did reach out and they said, but the people in charge of the shelter should have reached back out to her to see if she was able to find housing and everything for that. But they still always gonna put the blame on the person for it. Well, she never
Another
reached back
person.
out. She never reached back out. And so let's just I pray that she's able to get help now. Now she's
But
saying
maybe
everybody
she was going through depression. Maybe it was too much. Maybe looking at her kids like that every day was too much. Maybe she did miss some steps. But the reality is she didn't make them kids by herself. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna always feel this way, and people could feel different, and that's okay. If you got a niece or a nephew or a godchild or a cousin, I feel like as a part of the village, you are responsible to help. And I just feel like that. And I get it. Some people overdo it. I'm not saying until you broke, but I'm just saying, like, y'all, when we cold, we have a bed to get into. We got a heater to cut on. It's very cold. I couldn't let my
and they
blood,
below freezing level. So just think for us, when it gets to 50 degrees, we swear we freezing, and they're
girl, to death.
below freezing levels.
And you in your best. No, I'm sorry, you at the gym working out.
Girl, I would have knocked him off that treadmill.
Not knowing
He get on my nerves. He get on my nerves. So
but why they not dragging him? But why they dragging her, but
exactly.
they not dragging him? That girl did the best she could. And granted, y'all have heard me talk before. Stop having these fucking kids you can't afford, because at the end of the day, the kids is the one who paid for it. Well, they here now, so like they already here. So everybody take their own kids. Then like take them from her for a little bit till she get back on her feet or something. But it's not fair to y'all not having these kids by y'allself. And the man get to
You got to
opt
think
when he want
about
to
it.
do something.
Yeah, they.
I would have dropped the kids
That's
off
what I
too.
said. They
I
would have
wouldn't
been
have been
dropped off
sitting there
at
with
the.
them kids.
I would
No.
have. They would have been dropped off at that doorstep. What you gonna do? Make your kids stay outside?
Like on what's love got to do with it. I would have dropped
Yeah,
them off
drop them off
until
at
I
the
could
door.
get on my
I
feet.
would have did that so fast. Like, boy,
Mhm.
bye. I would have made that trip out there. Like I
Any
said,
woman
this
that
is
date
so
him is
sad.
crazy.
Yeah, it is sad that she was at her wits and nobody helped her. The father is a piece of H, and he is.
He really kept that shit in front of
Girl.
like saying don't. She just lost two of her children, and no empathy. And you can y'all imagine what it was like to deal with him? That's probably why she didn't do all of those things. Just imagine your two kids just passed, and nigga, you don't have a tear in your eyes either. You not saying
But you
I'm
blaming
sorry.
it.
I wish I could have did more. I should have been there more. I wish circumstances was different. You instead attack her. Why are you attacking her when right now both of y'all are mourning
Lost it.
the how? How is being mean to her in
So
front of the world?
I wonder now, is he gonna take his other child that he has? Are you
No.
gonna take your other
But
child
I
now?
bet you he collecting that insurance money, because if he worked, I bet you he got an insurance money. And I bet you, no, he's not. He didn't, because he didn't say it. Why he didn't say, I'm going to get my kids this, open my eyes. You didn't focus on none of that. You focused on bashing her and making sure the world knows what your fake ass, me and my family is here. He like one of them people that get their kids and then post a picture with their kids the one day they got them, 2 seconds before they drop them off. Yeah, he one of them.
Let's just get that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you where DEI started from. Because he go on and on about his raggedy ass.
Eliminated DEI, the streets of Mississippi in 1966 were silent. You see, white-owned businesses were empty, cash registers didn't ring, because black folks, honey, the backbone of their profits were gone. At first, the shopkeeper said they'll be back, but then days turned to weeks. Then weeks turned into months, and months turned into years. What had once been a town that disrespected black money was now on the brink of collapse, and one man was behind it all. Remember the time when black people boycotted nearly 10 years because people disrespected their black dollar? This month, I'm telling our stories through the lens of AI. Chris Evers didn't ask for respect, baby. He took it. When his brother Medgar Evers was gunned down in cold blood for fighting for black rights, baby, instead of running, Charles picked up the torch and lit the whole daggone system on fire. This was after a young black man, Roosevelt, got gunned down by Port Gibson police officers following the assassination of MLK Jr., baby. He demanded the entire police force be discharged, and when the demand was not met, he declared war, not with bullets, but with black dollars. The Claiborne County boycott had begun, baby. And for 6 years, no more gas from racist-owned stations, no more groceries from racist-owned markets, no more clothes from racist-owned boutiques. Many families would drive 75 miles out of the community in solidarity, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in black spending vanished overnight. Racist business owners who had never feared losing the black dollar before were now desperate. And to enforce the boycott, Evers' men, known as Black Hats, stood guard outside the stores, warning everyone not to betray the cause. And those who broke ranks, their names were printed in newspapers. 17 racist merchants sued the NAACP and Charles Evers for $2 million and said black people could not boycott racist businesses, honey. Then he ordered the NAACP and Charles Evers to pay these racist businesses over $2 million. But in 1982, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the boycott was legal and protected under the First Amendment. Black people had the right to use their dollars as a weapon. So those same business owners apologized and hired black workers to include black police officers. And then those same boycotters did something else. Charles became mayor. Frank Davis, fired by his racist boss, became Claiborne County's first black sheriff. And boycott organizers ran for city council, and they won, honey. And black business owners became a majority on Market Street. They went from asking to be a part of to owning the political and business economy in Claiborne, Mississippi. This wasn't just a boycott. It was war. And Charles Evers, he won. And here he is in real life.
So that is where DEI came from. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Asia? I did.
Which is why I said we're the ones that did all the fighting to get this for everybody. So when we wonder why they're like, didn't see a big deal during election time, well, because you didn't do anything for it. So right. You guys keep benefiting off of what we do for everybody.
Yep, I was like, I'll have to put that in. Shout outs to my bestie for sending that to me on TikTok. She's on TikTok a lot. I'm really not. I feel like it's just too many platforms to be on.
It's a lot.
Right. I was like, oh, that's a good one.
I like that video though. It's very good. Yeah, that
was really good. And then this is y'all gotta see this one, because I know a lot of people don't know this about Martin Luther King. So hold on. Oh, my nose. Sorry, you guys.
How many of you guys know that Dr. King did not die from a gunshot wound? Rather, Dr. King died from suffocation. In 1999, the King family won a wrongful death lawsuit against Lloyd Jowers for the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. The jury found that King was the victim of a conspiracy involving the Memphis police and federal agencies. The family was awarded $100 in damages. The lawyer for the King family was William F. Pepper. And William F. Pepper was a friend of Dr. King. And he took on his case and he started digging up stuff, and he realized that Dr. King did not die from a gunshot wound, rather from suffocation.
Now, did the shot actually kill him? And if not, how did he die?
No, the shot did not kill him. We all believed that Martin King was killed by that shot by Strausser. He was still alive when he was taken to the hospital. He was being worked on in the emergency room of the hospital. And I think the emergency staff were trying to do their best to keep him alive. And he was still breathing and alive. When the head of neurosurgery of the hospital, Dr. Breen Bland, came in to the emergency room with 2 other men in suits. And he said to the people in the emergency room, "Stop working on that and let him die." And then he said, after a pause, "Now get out of here, all of you. Leave this room. Get out." And he emptied the room. And as he was emptying the room, a surgical nurse was the last one out. And she heard them do this, like picking up water in their mouths. And that caught her attention, and she turned and she saw them spit on the body of Dr. King, the 3 men. Then she saw Dr. Bland, take a pillow and put it over his face and suffocate him. And that's how Martin King was killed.
This story is so swept under the rugs. If you were to buy William F. Pepper's book, The Plot to Kill King, it's literally $100 on Amazon right now. That's actually the same amount of money the King family was awarded for the death of their father.
Now, how many in the comments knew about that? I've been hearing about that for years, but you know for a fact they didn't teach that to us in school. We were taught that he was assassinated.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I have. I've been hearing that, I won't say for a long time, but like for the past 5 years, I've been hearing that story. So, but I never heard it in depth like that on TikTok. I just heard that somebody suffocated him, but I never heard it in depth that the nerves and all that stuff, like, and who did it and all that. So that's Black History. Yeah, Landra, she said, I never knew that. I think a lot of people know. I was like, I'm gonna have to really make sure I play this part and put it out, like, because I don't think a lot of us knew about that. And like I said, every week until February is over, I'm gonna put it out. And I probably need to do this just all year long, Black History Facts, because
I think we should keep going.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that we don't know, and it's sad because we were never taught this stuff. And then just think they're trying to take all this away. So our kids is not even gonna know this stuff unless we teach it to them. So that's another thing. I had another one for Uncle Tom, but I'll save that for next week because I'm going a little bit over. I just want to do one more video for Valentine's Day. If you guys don't have anything or need something to do for Valentine's Day, it was these. But I'm telling you, these people is something else. Okay, hold on.
We had a Valentine movie night with the kids, so I transformed my bar into something that was kid-friendly. My daughter was in charge of the popcorn machine, so she got the popcorn machine set up and ready to go. I created a few mocktails. The first one is raspberry lemonade Sprite with grenadine. I wanted to stay with the red theme for drinks, so the second one is a Shirley Temple with just Sprite and grenadine. I added some cute straws. Our last drink of choice is more of a dessert drink. It's strawberry milk. I added in some strawberry syrup, milk, whipped cream, and candy on top. Our popcorn is ready. It's time to grab our snacks and head over to the movie theater room. Spending quality time with the kids is something that we truly enjoy. It is our job to make sure the kids enjoy being at home. We have movie night as much as possible. We cuddle up and watch Beauty and the Beast.
Said this, but
Valentine's Day isn't just about romance. It's about appreciation. Real love isn't measured by gifts or fancy dates. It's shown through loyalty, effort, and consistency. If you have someone who truly cares for you, appreciate them. Not just today, but every day. And if you're alone, remember, self-love is just as important. Stay motivated, value yourself, and never settle for less than the love you deserve. Because real love isn't about one day, it's about every day.
He said that, but I was like,
Wait, we can't hear you. Say it again.
I said, I actually couldn't believe that 50 Cent had said that, the king of petty. But I was like, everything he said is actually very true. So tomorrow is Love Day. It's a commercialized day. If you guys do not have someone that you're spending it with, don't feel like you did something wrong or anything. Like he said, self-love is the best love. Still go out and do something with yourself. That's why I hate commercialized holidays like this because it makes people feel bad. Now, you know, every holiday I be dressed up and stuff, but like Valentine's Day, Christmas, and all that, I really hate it because it makes people that don't have it feel bad. But I'm just like this because my mom, like when we were growing up, my mom dressed us up for every single holiday. So Christmas we was dressed up, Valentine's Day we was dressed up. Same, like this is just instilled in me, so I like it too, and I do a mirror the same way. So tomorrow, if you don't have nobody to be with, don't feel bad and like you're not a good person and you're not worthy. Your Prince Charming or your princess just happened came. Like you have to think positive and put it out into the atmosphere. Like it's just not your time. And like he said, every day is Valentine's Day. It's just not for one day of the year. Like people need to quit doing that stuff. What do you have to say about Valentine's Day, Asia? Nothing.
It's too damn expensive. Love on the people that you love every day. If it's that one day, it's all different ways to celebrate it now. So celebrate it in a way that'll make you feel good. Definitely don't feel like because you don't have a Valentine to display on that day that it matters, because everybody has their ins and outs, even in relationships. Sometimes really, some of my best days is when I was single. I'm not even going to front. And I enjoyed being with my sisters, my mom, just different things like that. Let that day be something, a day you do something special for yourself. Make it another day to buy yourself a gift, the one that you spending money on everybody else, but not yourself. We have to start framing the way that we think of things, because mental health is really important. And whatever you need to do to make it positive, make it that. Buy whatever you want for yourself.
Yep,
it's really
that is so true. And so my outro is: life is a flower for which love is the honey. So everybody, make sure you have a great day tomorrow. It's not about if you getting gifts or nothing. Just love them. Like she said, everybody that loves you. I got little gifts for my son, teachers and stuff from the Dollar Tree. Like you don't have to go out and you can, but what I will say is I bought that stuff in December. So I didn't wait till the last minute to buy all that stuff. I bought it in December when they had all the stuff cracking at the Dollar Tree. And I made little cups and stuff out of it. Just put little stuff that stuff probably cost $8. And that's what I did. And it's like for him, I bought him something from Walmart that he like $5. Like you don't have to spend a lot. My mom, I got her some Forever flowers. But it's like you don't have to treat everybody that you love all year long. And that day won't really mean nothing to you. Not saying it won't mean nothing, but you won't feel like you have to go out your way because you show them love all year long. So that is my show for tonight. If you guys are still up, we are going over to Asia's channel. Tell them what channel you are on.
Melanin Madam.
We're going over there right after this to do
I'm
our
actually
show.
sending him a message right now.
Right. I was, and I really do it on Wednesdays, but I was hangover from my birthday, so that's why I didn't do it. I had a hangover, so I could not do it. So keep me on your prayer list.
Sick and shut in list.
Right. So next week we will see you guys. And like I always say, if you have anything that you guys want to talk about or anything, just let me know. Hit me up in my inbox. I would love to have more people in here. I want you guys to stop being scared to come on. So come on and talk. We have important things to talk about. And I will see you guys next week. Like, share, and subscribe. Go press the like button. And happy Valentine's Day. Bye.